while you host, I could play Poland and accept vassalization, and then we'll rejoin me in, and I could play Hispania again.
I mean, yeah, we could do that, but that's really teasy. So no.
Hyper, did you add an espionage trait to my character?
Yes, I gave you a base like intrigue of 30.
Ooh, fancy.
So you'll be able to murder basically everyone.
Sounds cool.
And how's my good friend in Galicia doing? Is he spry and young?
Yeah, he's a casual, like 31 years old.
Fantastic. Good, I was going to say, because I didn't know what to do if he was so old. I was a little concerned.
Where is the ID?
The ID is in the server, Discord server.
But where?
In the gen chat, right?
You know, at this point, I should make a Discord chat. What's it called? Text channel for like server IDs.
Yeah, there must be a channel for every other Paradox games.
Yeah. There will be eventually. I might even start taking things from my old Discord server, like powers and curses, and if I gave them an upside or a downside, if you take.
I've got a feeling that this will grow into a bigger server.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, but at this point we're just doing this session.
Yeah, this
so
campaign.
In the future we might have more, but we need to we have to finish this session of games first.
Agreed. So let us recall. I'm trying to think. What do you guys think would be best for me to do while pursuing Hispania? Should I just keep it under one consistent kingdom?
Yes.
And that's what I was thinking too, right? Because too many kingdoms, people start fucking with you, right?
Yeah. And if you have it under one kingdom for 50 years, then all of it will become one kingdom.
De jure, yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's de jure.
That's what's happening to Egypt right now. It's becoming part of the HRE.
Oh, good.
In 50 years' time, it'll be part of the HRE. Now, I think that was Mother calling for eggs. I'll be back.
It's eggy time.
It is eggy time.
Forsooth, yon men, for it is eggy time.
I'm still not able to grow into the HRE.
What do you mean, grow into the HRE? What do you mean?
I was supposedly given a claim, but I don't really know what. I'm not sure about it.
Oh, you don't know how to declare for the claim?
Basically, I would have to declare on Swabia. No, never mind. I would have to declare on Bavaria, but that would be problematic.
You have to do. Why would it be problematic? You can have internal wars. What you gotta do is you just gotta click on the King of Bavaria, and you declare war on just him. So you're not gonna be at war with the whole empire, it's just the King of Bavaria.
Yes, I know.
But you're
still, I think that's a little too big for me.
I mean, you could call allies in, you could probably...
I don't think I'm allied to anyone.
You could call Lalo in.
I don't think I'm allied to anyone.
No, but people can offer to join your war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could ask Lalo to join in, and Lalo could help you, but Hyper can't.
This just made my life so goddamn easy.
Yeah, you can call, people can join your war. That's what I've had Hyper do. I declare war on Muslims, and then he joins the war and pretty much takes care of them for me. I want to get to the point where I can fight the Muslims without Hyper's help, because then I'd feel like a big boy, but you know.
I'm still that little blob in the HRE. I don't really know how to play the Austria game, as in Vassal, as in Marina.
Yeah. You should probably, I think what would be very nice and sexy is if Austria could get its de jure to be like from pretty much all of Bavaria and Swabia, like that whole area right there. That'd be sexy. You know what I'm talking
So Lolo is on his way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Crap. Who's alive and is Satanist now? Because I forget.
Hyper, I think. I think Hyper.
Okay. Because I know that I'm not, and you're. Wait.
I hope I will live. I hope Hyper lives to see me become an adult, so that I can become Satanist.
Well, I'm an adult right now, and I can become Satanist because I think he gave me a sin. So.
Hyper?
Oh, he's.
You know what to do. Ah, yes, right. That's right.
Yeah. So. So he can convert me, and then we can keep it in the family and keep converting.
Sounds great.
Snake doesn't know what he's missing out on. What a fool.
We can talk behind his back now.
Yes, we
can
can.
Gossip about him.
I can't believe he released land to Prussia. Oh my gosh.
No, he has a history boner about the Teutonic Order.
I know. I have friends like that too. I try to be partial. I mean, I have a huge history boner for Greeks, but you know.
I have about Byzantium and the Netherlands.
Are you Dutch?
No, I'm Polish.
Oh, you're Polish. Why the Netherlands?
I don't know. I guess it's a cool country.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, pretty much Germany. They're German. Well, they're in the Germanic family.
Yes. Well, I don't know. They just seem cool. The orange color, I guess the just being a maritime empire. And yeah, as I have a history boner for the Netherlands, I also naturally hate Belgium.
Dude, if you don't hate Belgium, you're just a fucking fool. I hate Belgium. They should not exist. Half of them are French and half of them are Dutch. Why can't they just split the country half and half?
Yes, a fellow Belgium hater.
It's literally the most ridiculous concept for a country. Like, there are countries that have ethnic minorities that are spread throughout them, and it makes sense, you know, like, you know, how you have...
I think they were created over partially for religion, but why religion if the Dutch government was supposed to be decentralized and guarantee religious liberty? Like, what the hell?
Excuse me, what?
We're just complaining about Belgium being a country.
Yeah, why wasn't Belgium ever, like, dismantled?
Because it's stupid and bad.
just the Flanders should be a part of the Netherlands. At least Flanders.
And Wallonia. Wallonia is French. They speak French.
Yeah, the Belgians, last I checked, don't they like,
Yeah, that would be border group, but I can accept that.
It's not border
I don't
war.
even know about border
It actually
war.
looks
It's
very nice.
even. Wallonia and Flanders both spread very evenly and prettily into decent quadrants. It's
Yes, but I mean the French border.
Yeah, Wallonia is not. Well, Wallonia is not that bad either. If France bordered the Netherlands, it wouldn't be that bad. I don't think.
The only thing that would not the only thing that would suck would be those that believe they're Belgian instead of Wallonian or
That's not a
Yes.
thing. That's not a thing. In Belgium, everyone is either Wallonian or What the fuck do you call a Flanders person?
Flemish.
Flemish.
right,
Yes.
Flemish. And
Yeah. No one even sees themselves as.
It would make perfect sense it would also make perfect sense for it to control the entirety of the
Belgium
Low
should just be
Countries.
renamed to Flanders Wallonia.
Well, yes, but well, you're partially right.
I'm right.
But it would, in my opinion, it would make sense for the Netherlands to control the entire Low Countries plus the Nord-Pas-de-Calais, which is French, because it would be a nice counterweight for France and Germany.
Yes, because that's going to be able to beat France or Germany or both at the same time. Yeah, totally.
Yes, I mean.
That's what, 10 million people in 1936? Against what, like?
It would still make more sense of being fragmented over three different nations.
I do agree with that. Belgium, I think they should work on it because Belgium can easily have.
There's a tiny strip of land
into belonging to France and
on the French-Belgian border that is called the French flag.
Like
Dunkirk, Lille.
Oh, Lolo, you're here. Are you going to join us?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I just think that Flanders as a whole is just. It should be French. It should be French.
Flanders?
Or not
Flanders
Flanders, I'm
is
sorry.
German.
I mean Wallonia. I mean Wallonia. Flanders is Dutch. I'm sorry, I made that
Dutch
mistake.
is German.
What's German? Flanders?
Dutch.
Yeah, well, you can't really say that. There's a large estrangement. Like, there's a difference between...
It's a Germanic language.
Germanic language, but it's not German, per se.
Kind of like English.
It's part of the greater German
Although
culture group.
English
It's
is
German.
Exactly.
English is basically Germano-Romance.
Franco-Germanic.
Yes.
No, that's
Yeah,
Anglo-Saxon.
makes sense.
English is Anglo-Norman.
Which is partially French.
Yes, Anglo-Norman
Anglo-Saxon was a Germanic language.
Yes, and then the Normans came. And then the winged Normans arrived.
Yeah. Poor
Winged
Celts,
Normans.
man. They fucking had that island, and now Celtic is gone.
Oh yeah, Celtic is basically non-existent anymore. It's Ireland.
Wales. Wales is like the only place
Welsh.
The Irish Gaelic, the Scottish Gaelic.
Pretty sure Welsh is not a good name. Isn't it like foreigner?
Cymraeg or whatever it's called in Welsh. Does anyone know the endonym, like how to pronounce it? I always see it's like Cyrmag, but like I don't know how to read Welsh. Like I've never bothered. I can read literally every other European language. I read Spanish, I read Greek, I read I just
more cultures got created in Byzantium.
Oh, they were. Oh God.
On its corpse, let's say.
Turkish!
Ah! Fuck me! I'm sorry. I literally screamed because of what happened in Cyprus. I'm simply
What the?
literally historic.
North Cyprus.
It's
North
literally
Turkish Cyprus and South Greek type. Oh my god.
900 years too early.
It's like 500 years. It's 800 years too early.
Fuck this game.
Wow.
My father was alive and was shot at during the invasion. He was 9 years old when the Turks invaded, and he lived in Famagusta or Amakostos, which is the province name. And when the Turks invaded, they were fucking awful. They're literally, I'm sorry, I hate them so much because they commit so many fucking war crimes. It's ridiculous.
So the Turks were like Japan to the Chinese.
What is Cappadocian?
Cappadocian is Greek in the Anatolian area.
No,
yeah,
Cappadocian in this in the middle of
what is this mix?
Quiet. Cappadocian is a added culture from the Empires of Conquest mod. It's Turkish rulers, Greek land.
Okay.
Which is actually kind of funny because Cappadocians were around before Turkish ruling.
I mean, yeah, they were.
And I don't even know, the thing about Cappadocians is they've been highly persecuted against, and they rarely exist. The way they survived was by hiding. They literally lived in rock settlements for so long. Like, it's depressing seeing the history of Greek culture, because a lot of people don't know this, but there was like 5 types of Greeks. There were Aegean Greeks, Anatolians, which are Cappadocians, Ionians that were on the coast, Pontics, and then you also had the Levantine Greeks, which I can't remember the name right now, and Egyptian Greeks, and all of them are gone, partially because of the Arabs, partially because of the Turks.
By the way, it's funny to me that I think Bosnians are a minority in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
I think that's hilarious. Yeah, isn't it 57% Serbian, 20% Bosnian, and then like
Croatian?
There is a lot of Croats.
Aren't you want to join us, Lolo?
In a moment.
Christ.
Okay, we're waiting for you.
I'm having a bit of echo.
I think it's a bit weird that Italian exists as a culture, as well as German. I mean, they weren't kind of...
Latalian?
They didn't really exist. No, Italian and German, because I know that in EU4 different cultures were scattered for balance, but I don't think Germany itself was really a thing.
Italy wasn't exactly a thing.
And while yes, I'd love to also use the oh god, that's disgusting. The mod which lets us split up the culture borders, the cultures internally. But I prefer the Empires of Conquest mod.
Yeah, it's fun how cultures can mix.
It'd be nicer if it was faster, but you know. Also, look at
it's still fun.
Look at Christ. I would like to draw the attention of everyone to Swedish France.
Yeah, I see.
Christ.
And if you want more, I don't think you need more proof to see that Belgium belongs to the Netherlands than looking at the culture map.
Isn't like all of our side? Isn't like all of Wallonia currently like part of our? Well, part of the Greater German Culture Group, except for Haynut, whatever.
No. You know, the H is silent and...
oh, it's Anut.
Never mind. I think Google Translate... I mean, I have French, so I do not enjoy it.
Okay, so what we need to do is definitely push north into the North Germanics and west into the Anglo-Saxons.
So you're saying we take on... I'm sorry, I just got back.
Yeah, it's NO.
Oh, what the heck's Anglisk? What the hell?
Wait,
What?
where?
What?
Where?
What?
Anglisk?
Apparently, English. Well, there is no English. It's still Germanic, and it's Englisk.
Where?
Do you see that?
Where?
In England, all of England is Germanic.
Yeah, it's Anglo-Saxon still.
Yes, but also English was created.
Yeah,
Where's
English
that?
does exist in one province.
Bath.
Oh, I
In
see.
Bath.
Oh boy.
This mod is really fun.
I'm just gonna blame the Norman culture that still exists there from probably the monster. We all
Is Cornwall still Britain?
no, it's actually Norman.
Cornwall?
Yeah, Cornwall is completely.
By the way, is Turkish a mix of Greek and
No,
Levantine or something?
Turkish is
Before I
actually in the
come
game.
to-
Turkish is just I believe it's a mix of Greek and Turkic. So like, do you
Where is Turkey?
see how there's do you see Turkish in the Central Asia area under Kuban?
No, I'm pretty sure Cappadocia is
Under
the one that
what?
mixes.
Can I say something before I come play?
Yeah.
Okay, so before the massive Silesian encirclement, I had killed about 20,000 Germans, and they had killed 60,000 Spanish. After the encirclement, I've killed 373,000 Germans, and they have killed 20 more thousand. I like these numbers.
By the way, it amazes me that I think Armenian is also a mix of cultures because just snaking its way along Anatolia.
No, Armenia's in the
those
base
are the
game.
original Armenian. So Armenian pretty much stretched that whole area all the way to Anatolia. But I believe also
And then
it
was actually bigger than that.
the Armenian genocide.
Yeah,
No, the Armenian
But
genocide hasn't happened yet.
It's a pity for me that I think more Armenians live abroad than in Armenia.
Okay, I've loaded up the Empires of Conquest thing. Let's see. Turkic Persian is Farsian. Turkic Greek is Cappadocian. Yeah, I was right. That all the Turkish land is just like naturally converted.
Turkish is in the base game, right?
Yeah,
So,
Turkish is in the base game.
Okay.
yes, and then the Turkish conquerors convert Persians to Farsian, which is happening right now. I don't know if you guys see, because
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
We've got Elmo in Israel.
It's Elmain.
It's Elmon.
Elman.
It's
Elman.
Elmo.
Convert the Arabs.
Wait, so here's the question. Is there an Egyptian one, or is it just going to also turn into Alman?
I think. Let's see. Elman is German, Arabic, and then Egyptian is Arabic. Egyptian will become Elman.
One Zhangzhung province in the game.
What do you say, Meg?
There is one Zhangzhung province in the game, and I think it's also a mix of cultures.
Where?
In Tibet.
I see Borda, or
I see it.
Where's Jiangsu? I don't see that one.
It's in.
Oh,
it's surrounded by Bodpa.
Wait, you mean Kyunglang, or... Yeah, there it is.
Yes, this province.
Yeah, and it's...
Why does German sound so angry?
Because it's an angry language.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Das war ein Befehl!
It's just very energetic.
Aber du wirst lügen. Das ist nicht die Wege zum Aussprechen. You can just say it like that. Like, you don't have to be all aggressive.
Oh no.
I mean,
or I muted the
unless
bot.
you're the fueler.
What happened?
I muted the bot. I forgot that I muted the bot. So it's like when I saw I was like looking for Hitler's words, I was like, oh no.
I feel bad for the Germans, man. They got a tough rap. I mean, like everyone's mean because like they did World War II, but like you know.
Need I remind who did World War I? The fucking Serbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Russians.
People still blame the fucking the Germans and Austrians.
I find it pretty offensive that Gavrilo Princip has a statue in Belgrade.
What, really? Really?
Burn Belgrade! Return it to its Hungarian overlords!
Bomb it again.
I'm trying to remember the Hungarian name for Beograd. I believe it was something like Sipej or something like that.
It was something. There was a name. Because Belgrade was a Hungarian city before it was given to Serbia.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember what.
France pursues nuclear technology. That's interesting.
So, Lolo, are you coming?
Yeah, I've cleaned up a little the front. I've stopped it at the river. What river is this?
Please just hurry.
Yeah, Lalo, we're starting the game. We're in CK2.
Well, the session begins in 20 minutes. He has 20 minutes.
Okay. I didn't know that there was 20 minutes. I'm just trying to see. Hungarian is a cool language, you guys. I like it. I think it's cool.
Is Assyrian in the base game?
Assyrian is also in the base game. A lot of these Byzantine cultures are in the base game. Like Gothic, Alan.
It's not Byzantine.
I didn't know
It's not
Assyrian.
Byzantine.
Well, it's a Byzantine culture group.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
where?
Actually, you're
How do you
right.
get Assyrian? I haven't never seen it in the base game.
Yeah, we're in 1066, so Assyrian is like spawned over here.
I did an early start game for.
I still don't know how cultures work in this game.
So I just wanted to know like where are they coming from? You know, that's kind of weird.
Where are they coming from? They live there. That's
I know. But I'm saying like when I've played the game, right? Like I never have seen Assyrian cultured provinces. I've only seen Levantine in that area.
Pretty sure Assyrian is always there. I haven't checked though, like through all time.
So, what mix is Slovian?
Slovian?
I'm pretty sure that's like Slovenia.
No,
Or that's Kara.
it's in Brno and the north of Slovakia.
I believe it's Hungarian land controlled by Slavs. Oof, Russian's a thing.
No.
Man, so much for Rusinia, huh?
Oh, those are Slovakians. What?
Wait, where are the Slovakians?
The Slovian? Those are Slovakians.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what's the name of the river flowing north of how's the name? Poznan? I don't know.
Poznań? Odra?
Yeah.
Obra.
I don't know. No. Oder is the German-Polish border, and I think it's the one coming from the south, while I think the one coming from the east. The one coming from the east may be Narev.
Yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, it's coming from the east.
It flows into the Oder in Kustrin. I think that's the German name.
Kustrzyno. Czy Kustrzyn? Yeah. Yes, it's Kustrin with an umlaut.
Huh. Why are all of the...
Kustrin.
I have only now noticed that Low Prussian is a thing.
Yeah, that's Germanic Prussian.
Wait a minute, why are there... Oh, I was going to say, for a second, I was looking at these German provinces. They were in the HRE, but I was like, why are they named weird? Because they had, like, not German names at all. Like, this one is... Vologosets. And I was... where modern day... it's right next to Santoken Station.
Where?
North Germany, below...
Volgast. Volgast?
Yeah, Volgast.
Alright.
Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, but I just realized apparently we still have Pomeranian here. Like the
Yes, and
Pomeranians.
by the way, what does Pomeranian mix with German?
No. Pomeranians were these Slavs that lived there before.
I know, but does it mix with German and make a new culture?
No, it does not. It gets integrated into German.
So we just have to exterminate them.
Yes,
How do we
effectively.
exterminate them?
Yes. Let me just read
Over
those
time,
names
they'll
to
just
you.
integrate into German.
Wołogosz, Szczecin, Łużycka.
Where's Wojciska?
No, Łużycka, which is Lausitz. Should be Lausitz.
Oh boy, this one's
Oh
interesting.
god, Brandenburg is Brennenburg. What the fuck?
Brennaberg.
Purge it in flame!
Girvesti, I like that one. I like that name a lot.
Brennapur.
Girvisti, I like that.
Christ.
How are we supposed to respect our capital if it's going Brennaberg?
I want to see that one. Wait, where's Zerbst? Which one is that?
No, Zirvisti is German.
Oh, I see that. Oh, I'm
When you hover on above it, then it... Or actually... No, it may be the city, actually. Because everything just changes.
Alright, I'm launching the game.
Yeah, because it seems like... I don't know, though, because it seems like that's the proper one, because for, the one top right, Vologositsk, how'd you say that?
What?
For Volgast, right, Vologositsk, or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it in,
Volgost.
Volgost. Wait.
Volgost.
Volgost. Oh, okay, I see.
It's V-O-W.
Ah, well, Italy is coming to join us.
Volgost. Alright, and it's supposed to be Volgost. Rugen, that's the name of it. Rana, it turns into. That's kind of cool. Vela,
By the way, Vistula does not seem like a good name for Wisła. Just Vistula just sounds weird.
Which one's Vistula?
Vistula, the river in Poland.
Oh yeah, that is it's very German / Hungarian sounding, not very Slavic.
It sounds official.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna annex Poland again. It'll be all German.
Pripyat is a river, actually.
That sounds very, Führerisch.
What?
Making Poland German.
Yeah. We're gonna do that because the Poles betrayed us. And they still have some of our
800
land.
800 years later. 800 years.
What'd you say, Lolo?
Here it is. That's the ID.
Yeah, that is the ID.
9013 blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's the ID.
Right.
By the way, it's cool that in CK2... It's cool that in CK2 and EU4 there are little small islands that you can actually annex. I really like
Alright, here I am.
the system of states and provinces in CK2 and EU4.
I remember when states weren't a thing. It was so much more chaotic. But it was nicer.
I really like the province system in CK2 too. Have you guys seen CK3 and the new one that they added in for the
No.
So what they're doing is they're taking now it down another level from now counties divided into cities, but instead of walking your troops across counties, you walk them across cities on a dynamic map.
Dynamic?
Yes.
What?
Interesting!
It's a lot more terrain accurate too. It looks really awesome. It looks really cool. I'm really excited for it. The only thing is you can't, just like in this one, you can, the lowest you can be is a count. but the lowest that you can move troops around in is a city. So you can move around cities and forts. The cool thing that I like about it is it makes combat a lot more dynamic because you see, oh shit, that's a fort right there. Like, you know, it's got the 3D model and you know that that's a fort, so you're not going to be able to move. It looks really awesome. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, for me it's just cool that you can take small islands and stuff.
Yeah,
it's weird that there is just one small island off the coast of Greece, but there's no Hormuz.
Is there what?
Oh, Hormuz?
There is no Hormuz or Hormuz, the
right.
island.
Yeah, the fact that it doesn't exist sucks.
Well, Hormuz is really, really small. You know that? Like, it's really tiny. It's not as big as you think it is, because EU4 way overplays its size.
What island?
I guess.
Hormuz.
I just like the you can take small islands.
Where is that?
It's the island off of the Arabian coast, in between Arabia and
It's got its own strait. It's the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, but I think adding if a small island of the coast of Greece can become a province, look to the west of Achaia. Zakynthos.
Zakynthos.
Yes, if that can become an island, then I guess that should become an island too.
Zakynthos is a fairly large. They only did the big ones here because Zakynthos, Kefalonika, and Korkia are both pretty large. You know, they actually are very accurate with island size in this game because there's like
Korkia the one known as Corfu in Italian?
Yes,
yeah,
it's Corfu.
Yes, the one you know from EU4.
Yeah, Korkia is the Greek name, and
I think that some of the passable straits in this game are too big.
Yeah, Kefalonia should be Cefalonia in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think most of the name.
I think it is Zante.
Yeah, in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to pass without boats from the heel of the Italian boot to Greece. I don't think that should be possible. In Albania.
Brindisi. This is Brindisi.
Wait, where's Brindisi?
Brindisi.
Yeah, I don't think it should be possible to pass such a huge strait without boats.
Isn't it Nassau or what?
Yeah, I agree with you. It would make more sense to have I don't know.
Lolo?
Yeah?
Do you think Rhodes should be Italian?
All things considered, it makes less sense to have a path across the Strait of Otranto as than it would make to have one between Kent and Calais.
Yeah, right. They're a lot closer than.
Yeah, you're right.
Dover and Calais are very close. You know,
there are people that have swam from Dover to Kent.
There should also be a strait from Treviso to Venezia. I mean, sure, that'd fuck over Venice,
yeah,
but
why the fuck is
yeah,
that?
definitely.
Yeah, you're right. And there is a river that flows between the sea and.
That's how it is. That's how it is in EU4. It's like I'm pretty sure it's Treviso in EU4 that has been straight to Venezia.
Yes, it's weird that there is a river flowing into the sea, then it flows back into Venezia, and then it flows back into the sea.
Honestly, the Venetian islands are very, very tiny, so it makes no sense to have it like this.
I think Venezia in this game is supposed to represent all those Venetian islands.
Yeah, but
speaking of
ugly as a blob.
Oh, it is very horrendous.
What is?
Venezia.
Oh, Venezia. Yeah.
You noticed the river.
And the river, I suppose, it's meant to represent one of the many Venetian canals.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, that's fine.
It's one province. It makes no.
Probably the Canal Grande.
If it were split into a few. If it were split into a few states, it would make actual sense. But now it looks like a river that just flows from Treviso and continues to.
I think it just needs more provinces. And
but then again, these are very small islands. Maybe they should make straits.
I bet they might do that for, like I said, in Europe Universal, or not Europe Universal, Crusader Kings 3, they're making it on a smaller level, so they'll probably be able to make the map a lot more accurate.
We also need the coastal part of Venice, Mestre.
The combat reflects terrain instead of borders, so, you know how the terrain mode looks for Europe Universalis? It kind of looks like that when you zoom in for combat because you want to see.
Alright, I am.
So it's going to be very map accurate. I've seen.
Lolo,
King Nolfo.
Lolo, could you help me with Bavaria?
What's the problem with Bavaria?
It exists.
Because I want to take Tyrol.
Isn't the Kaiser the heir to Bavaria?
I don't think I am. I might be though.
I don't think
No,
so.
but he has claims on